my 2 cents on this matter. You know, we've been saying it and they've been attacking us and all of that. Me, I just don't know. I'm just so ashamed for Mohbad's father. I'm ashamed for him because now him be the same person we carry him picking go bury for inside night. You know, without not waiting for, waiting to ask what happened or anything, even with the boy's neck bent. Then all of a sudden now you have now awoken from your slumber to ask for property. It doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense at all. And then him just granting interviews up and down. I don't understand. It's shameful. I don't know anything they do Africans, so I don't just know. I don't know. I swear. Eh? It's sad. It's really sad.
Did you hear the latest interview?
No, I haven't. I've just come online now. And yeah, I started hearing some of the comments from you.
Hey, Olubumi Adeloye just sent me $50. Thank you, darling. That's Tosi Olu.
Somebody
said he said that's on YouTube. YouTube people they here. They one side. He said that the girl would put medicine inside Mohbad food so that she go bench another person. Unless no be him talk him. Unless that interview now. I don't heard it now. Am I lying?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Let's even imagine, God forbid she did something like that. Are you going to bring that to the public?
It makes no sense.
I think it's some personal vendetta that has been in between them, maybe before even Mohbad. Now he's now taking the opportunity because the boy is no longer with us, and I think so. Because this is not ordinary, Daddy Freeze, if you ask me. It's not ordinary, really.
I get you.
This one is it's gone beyond. It's some personal BS. Very personal BS going on because a couple of people have come online and they've called him out to, at least for now, stop the interviews. But I think he's deriving joy in the negative publicity he's getting, because this publicity is not taking him anywhere. It's making people, dislike him the more, or maybe somebody they add fuel for one fire where they burn somewhere so that he'll keep doing this and then to distract people. I think something is going on, honestly. Something is truly going on, to be honest.
To be honest, it's saddening that we got the whole world in an uproar.
Yeah.
And then
absolutely.
And this is what we are doing with it. No.
Because I think I heard I don't know where I read that they were saying that it was Mohbad that disvirgined the wife. So if the boy would disvirgin his wife, why would that kind of person go and sleep with another person? Anyway, that one is a story for another day. But the thing is, the man he's just I don't know where the sudden power came from. This is the same you that allowed people to bend your son's neck in a casket and went to bury him at 12 midnight. The same man. Yeah? It's sad though. It's really sad. Honestly. Man, I just tired for the matter. I just pray say, okay, this boy just get justice. That's all we are saying. We are just hoping that he will get justice. Because the thing is very, very glaring that even in his lyrics, he said, stepmother, no care. So, I mean, you get woman, where no be mama, where they with him. Una no care for the boy. Then all of a sudden, all of them don't they care. It don't make sense. It don't make sense.
I'm telling you, my sister. I'm telling you, and I'm tired.
But again, I have questions, right? There is no smoke without fire, right? He's saying these things, and some of his friends, though maybe not close friends, but a few people that worked with him are also pointing fingers. I don't know why people would just want to gather and then cook up a particular story that sounds alike to want to what aim. I'm just saying. So, like you said, the case is so muddy that honestly, I don't even know who to support, where to stand.
Hmm.
For real.
Well, the thing is,
People saying, oh, okay, sorry. Those people saying Ada is lying that she doesn't want kids to take care of her. It depends on what you call care. I don't want to have
yeah.
kids that will now pay me salary. If they give me, fine. But I honestly pray not to be entitled. My dad is retired, but I can tell you he is not entitled. I've gone like 2 months, I've not heard from my dad, and he's doing okay.
Well, the
Someone
thing
said,
is,
Ada, the banker says, Ada, I beg, shut up. You are banned from my life for 2 days for daring to talk to my daughter anyhow. When you reach home, the banker one, tell your elder sister and your auntie at home to shut up. Rap.
you see, the thing
Sure.
just get decorum when they're online. You see, the thing
No,
is,
these
the
are the people.
boy,
You see,
the boy bought the property or the land in his son's name. He got the king.
Absolutely.
It's not be the papa name he go put there. Because I don't understand the fight, what the fight is about. He put his son's name there. He has a son.
me,
He
I
said that
don't
they don't
want
want
children
boy.
to take care of me in old
Yeah,
age. I don't talk about many times.
they
So
don't
stop
want the boy.
insulting Ada.
I don't
No,
understand.
if they care, different. Like if they come around, do stuff for you. But what do you define as care? Do you want them to like feed you breakfast, lunch, dinner? Some African parents are like that. So it
No,
depends on what you call
Yes,
care.
Pinky
no, the
OJ.
thing is,
You're right. That's the name.
the thing is, we have this African thing about, or it's not even African thing. Generally, in the world, they have the thing about a step parent. Not wanting to take responsibility because that person is not directly yours. But if you don't agree to marry man, we get pikin. You're supposed to accept him with the baggage where he gets. That's the thing people don't understand. If you're making up your mind to carry somebody who already has a child, it means that you're ready to carry him cross. But some people are very selfish. They don't want to carry the person's cross. And I kind of understand why the boy will put that in his lyrics. It means the woman never really cared for him. That's it. And the father is also a factor. Because now man will get correct
Pinky Yop OPJ, you are correct. Pinky Yop OPJ, you are correct.
Now man will get correct leg for grand. Now you go tell the new wife, say, you have to love my children. You don't get choice. So I mean, there's some. I feel the woman is the one manipulating this man, because in the beginning he wasn't talking like this. I feel so. I have a feeling, because my gender, they know they fail to disappoint somebody sometimes. I feel so, because yeah, 90%, like somebody just put yes. They know they like other people's children. So me, my own 2 cents. If say go feel like the man children. No marry him now. It's as simple as that. Don't even go into it. So yeah, it's tiring. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. This is like, in fact, before the boy died, I never knew who Mohbad was. Honestly, now when Lincoln died, now I can say, so now this
When
boy
he
get
come by, coded because of this way Instagram.
when the pie. Now I can't know. We begin play some song. I said, now this boy get this song, because the person that owned this song was kind of faceless, because I kind of thought maybe it's the people ahead of him that then get song. I can't just say, so now this boy get this song. So it's really sad the way everything is happening, and then to come and hear that he has so many backlogs of a lot of stuff. It's painful that instead of concentrating on his son getting the right justice and then moving ahead, he's busy fighting for property. Say if he buy tomorrow, God forbid, he buy tomorrow, what will happen? Yeah?
I get you. As in, she say, I don't tire to even they talk.
You see, I make Oyibo people take a better pass or small. Oyibo man for don't write in will since. So if to say will day now, it would have been very clear. Nobody for the
aside the will, these people, you see, poverty, run from poverty. They be like, say, they talk something way too big. Poverty na problem. poverty na problem.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right, Daddy Freeze. I think the poverty mentality is what is doing us as Africans, really. You know, it's sad. It's really sad. Really, really
And
sad.
he's even making it difficult for the entire public, because now he's changing the fights we've been fighting for. It's no longer justice. Now people are more concerned about the paternity of the child, so that we know who owns his properties, if the wife or the father. People are even beginning to ask, "Was your son?"
So
Somebody said, let's
wait.
not forget
I
that
want,
this man is broke
I
and
want
poor.
to ask a
Poverty
question.
and brokenness should not
Yeah.
deny somebody wisdom.
Yeah. I just want to ask you a question. So if to say this boy no get these properties, what would have happened? I'm just asking. If to say he no get these properties, like maybe he doesn't have anything really, waiting for happen.
If you are watching on TikTok, double click the screen. Follow my number one gifter. Follow my number one gifter. Pop my money guns. I'm leaving in 5 minutes. I don't get energy today.
Daddy Freeze, I beg you don't try. I swear down. You
You
don't
don't
try.
tire me. You don't tire me.
You don't tire all of us.
And
But
by the time you move to next week, it's done. It's dusted. Everybody's forgetting about Mohbad.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Can we get
Absolutely.
a way to like interview him? So we are asking some of the questions people are not asking.
Okay, I want to. Yinka Abijo, thank you for popping a money gun.
Indeed, Dad.
You're right. Yeah.
So I ask him
let's
about those
interview him.
properties directly. Why are you so concerned about what your son left behind? In your knowledge, how many things do you think he left, and how many do you want to have as a dad? Do you think you should own some of his things? Because I watched the mom's interview after the meeting they had yesterday. The mom was just saying, if you guys are suspecting Wunmi, anybody at all, I just need justice for my son. And I could tell that was a mom speaking after losing a child. But this other one was asking more questions. Like he was so relaxed, talking about the properties, how much he doesn't like the lady, how toxic the relationship was. Is this the time?
You're right, my dear. You're right. But well, that will be up to Daddy Freeze now if he wants to bring him up to interview him. But the man will still come and say the whole BS.
No, we'll ask him some questions. We'll ask him some deep questions.
I think
Wunmi also would like to talk to you. I'd like to interview you. I know I spoke to Wunmi's sister, but I'd also like to talk to Wunmi too. All right, we've got another lady with us right here. As we're rounding off, go ahead, my dear sister.
Hi, Daddy Freeze. Hi, Ada.
Hi.
Hi.
Like you said, it seems people are forgetting that we're talking about poor people. And the way poor people think is different. If you haven't rolled with like this level of poverty, you wouldn't understand how they think. Their own thought process is different from normal people. Imagine a young person cries or, passes, and in a normal situation, nobody would even think of, what the person has or inventory of, of whatever he left behind. But when we come to, people that don't have, very poor people, they're thinking of what they can get when anybody passes. That's what people think about, is what everybody's thinking of what they can grab. And this type of person, it's all because he's poor. I remember my younger brother passed at exactly the same age as Mohbad. But he didn't, of course, it was just a regular Nigerian 27-year-old that didn't have anything. But I can imagine how poor people think is they think of the smallest things and the most stupid things that you wouldn't even think about. You a normal person would not think about those type of things. Things like, would the person be lying in state? I said lying in state. Are you people joking? A 27-year-old, you want to see a 27-year-old lie in state? Or what does he have? was the, let's take, like a record of if he left anything behind. Like, why are you concerned? Are you planning to inherit your younger one, or and in Yoruba culture, first of all, when a younger person passes, everybody older, people don't even go to the funeral. In situations like that, is maybe if the person is the youngest in the family. Like in my case, now our case, was the last born, so of course anybody that would put him down would have to be older because he's the youngest. But in a situation like Mohbad, where he was not even, I don't know if he was the youngest, but he had children, he had a child, sorry, and his wife. First of all, my question from this whole thing was, from the beginning, was why wasn't the wife even consulted before he was laid to rest? Why wasn't she the one making the decisions? I understand she's young, but I think she's also maybe a bit timid and quiet, and one of those soft, in my opinion, from the way she has kept quiet, maybe she's one of those soft-spoken people that people can easily push around. Because why wasn't she the one calling the shots? I know she just lost her husband, but she should have been the one calling the shots and saying, okay, no, this is how he's not supposed to
In
be,
Africa, that will not work.
Because well,
I love
because
the
the father was the one calling the shots, and
they will
still
not allow her talk.
wondering why the wife wasn't, releasing documents, and why was and his question was with remember what Iyabo just said was that, why is he that it was shady? That's the word she said. It was shady that it was in his son's name and not his own name. I mean, not Mohbad's name. That why did Mohbad buy the property in his own name instead of his? Why did he buy it in his son's name instead of his own name? Like, people that are people that forward thinking are thinking of leaving things behind for their the future generation, the upcoming generation, not thinking about leaving it for yours, because that person is you're supposed to leave it for that person in the long run. So people forward think, and Mohbad, even though he was poor, from a poor background, was forward thinking. For him to have done it like that, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
But it'd be like, say, the poverty is eating deep into the father's everything. And the people that are, that are asking him questions and putting it in his mind, and the fact that initially he didn't even mention all these things. Because if you are saying the wife was was putting something inside his food, shouldn't that have been critical to the investigation of the case?
Yeah, but
isn't that
when
the first thing you should have mentioned to the police?
Yeah, when you're coming from, the part of the world where he is from, everything has to do with culture. That's another thing. And coupled with how he grew up and everything, it boils down to the same thing we've just been saying. First of all, the woman will not come out to say anything now because she's mourning. It has to take like a period of time before they will allow her come out to see people. If it's in the Igbo culture, they will shave her hair. She wear a particular cloth for 1 year. All those kind of things. So yes, she has to go through that culture before she is now allowed to come outside to speak. She can't really speak now.
No, I understand
the
fact that she's not, and I even applaud her for not speaking. In fact, from this host, I applaud her as I commend her. Whoever is advising her well to keep quiet, because as soon as when he first passed and she posted video of them together and whatnot, and she said getting attacked, and after that she kept quiet, and up till now she hasn't spoken a word, and that's a very smart move, because we didn't even envisage that this kind of thing will happen, that the pops will come out and start laying even new fresh allegation upon allegation, people dragging her left. The silence is golden in this case. She kept quiet, and it's just watching people show their true colors.
The thing is, I think everywhere, I don't know, I think everywhere in the world, people actually really, both the poor and the rich, they do fight for property. The point is, I had a friend that passed away some years ago. She had 2 children, And I was in Lagos when they called me that she passed away, and it was unbelievable. I went to Abuja, and until I saw her obituary, I now realized that this lady don't go true. You needed to see what the step siblings, because she is the only one from her mother, but the mother married another man, so she had some siblings from. You needed to see what they were doing. This one comes in, I didn't carry this one, carry this one, carry this one. If you see what the cops did on the way going to Benue, that was the first time I was actually seeing an ambulance that a driver is driving, and the ambulance is trying to match brakes, but the ambulance keeps moving, and then it goes on to the other lane, and then when the car is coming, it comes back. It was just like a movie, you know. And when we got to the place, they brought out the cops. If you see the way this woman was looking, she was, you know, frowning. You know how somebody's angry, you know, but lying like she's sleeping, but she's angry. You know, they buried that woman. Do you know it was not up to like 3 months? All of those people, all of them, one thing happened to each and every one of them. So me, I'm just saying that this Mohbad issue, if he not gets proper justice, make his spirit just follow everybody. We get hand, may he deal with everybody.